Good afternoon, Tuscaloosa. Good afternoon, Tuscaloosa, Internet World, West Alabama, right here in downtown Northport. This is the Joe Gaither Show right here on BamaCentral and BamaCentral.com. You guys are watching us on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter. You're listening to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and on Amazon. Anywhere that you can get your podcast, you can find the Joe Gaither Show on BamaCentral and BamaCentral.com. We encourage you guys to listen to our other BamaCentral Broadcasting Network, Blue Collar Unplugged, with our friends Blake Byler, Matthew Gibson, and Jacob Pickle. Jacob Pickle hitting the half-court challenge on Monday night, so that will surely be part of their newest episode as Alabama basketball gets back underway on Friday against Indiana State. We'll be right in there for you with BamaCentral and BamaCentral.com. All right, so we're going to have a lot of fun the rest of the day and the rest of the week. We're going to be joined by former Alabama running back Le'Ron McClain joins us next. Le'Ron McClain right here, Tuscaloosa. You can see him on the sidelines at Central High School at the moment. If you want to, played for the Crimson Tide 2003 to 2006 and played a 7-year NFL career. Le'Ron, thank you so much for giving me some time today, man. How are you?
Man, no problem, man. Good to be on. Finally coming on with you, man. I know I missed a few times, man. That's my bad, but blessed to be on here with you, boss.
That's okay. It's a blessing to have you. I really appreciate it. Let's just start with this past weekend. Alabama wins over LSU. You were in the building. What do you make of this year's Alabama football team and really everything they've gone through to this point?
I'll just say, just from week 2, a resilient group of guys that, everybody was against them after week 2, dropping a big game. Like that, I think it wouldn't have been as big if it wasn't in Bryant-Denny, but them dropping a big game like that late in the game in the fourth quarter versus a great Texas team who is still, winning as well. But them coming back and dominating pretty much the SEC, on each and every Saturday, going in each and every week, dominating defensively, and Miro just taking off, getting his opportunity. Set out that week after Texas, and haven't looked back ever since he got back in there.
What do you make of this year's team? You played fullback and running back for the Crimson Tide. No more real fullbacks in college football, really, throughout the league. What do you make of this year? I mean, Robbie Oots is the closest thing to a fullback for this year's team. What do you make of the offense this year under Tommy Rees? It's his first year coming from Notre Dame. And then kind of just your thoughts on your position not really being a big part of football anymore.
It's so crazy, man. When I was in so crazy with Coach Wiz on the staff and Tommy on the staff, I was with them in San Diego when I was playing with the Chargers. So I knew they was pretty much going to bring in like a heavy tight end, package, man. But the guys, I think they brought them in fit well with our offense. Like you said, with Oots and everything, he's the guy that, battle ram, doing the thing like I used to do. Not as much as I used to do. I was more downhill and knocking on, taking on lead blocks like 20 Mike and all that. But the offense, I feel like when Miro found his groove, I think Tommy knows exactly what type of quarterback that he has. Get the progressions down quick, with him. And Miro just really taking the game over, I feel like he did against LSU. Like, I really he feel like he put that game in his hand and say, like, I'm going to get my 1 or 2 reads, but I know these guys can't, touch me if I start running the ball or, start going through my reads the way I need to, man. The guys is getting better each week. So I'm just excited about that, man. Just how the way we dominated, especially just the last 2 weeks, the way that we did Tennessee in the second half and the way that we dominated LSU in the second half, man. That's some old school Alabama football right there, man. When you know your team not getting nothing in the second half.
And going on that, Alabama only has 3 more games left in the regular season, playing Kentucky this weekend, UTC, and then Auburn. Really, everything's still out there in front of this Alabama team. Yeah. I think a lot of people are wondering or worried that if Alabama keeps winning, there's no way they get left out of the playoff, is there?
Man, it's so tricky this year. Just looking at how after this week how it went, how the top teams won, and like all them teams, all of them won, all of them still in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slot, and we in 8 behind Texas, who who beat us. So we still got that, pretty much over our heads. So, it's pretty much you really just got to control what you can control, and that's going to Kentucky this weekend, kicking the teeth in, in the early, noon game, get it in, get it out the way. Then coming home, finishing your last home game, senior day, senior night, however they're going to do it. then just finishing on the road against Auburn. You know, it's all. I feel like it's always a tough road for Alabama, but I feel like the tougher road for them, it's gonna be better. You know what I'm saying? After we holding that trophy at the end of the year, man. So hopefully they put us in there. If they don't, just man, Saban deserves coach of the year just alone. Just the resiliency, you know what I'm saying? He got these guys playing in right now.
Oh, 100%. Coach was talking about it last week. The last year's team didn't really handle hard very well, but this year's team embraces the hard. Why don't you tell us about your time playing at the here at the Capstone? You played from 2003 to 2006 under Coach Shula, and just as a couple of aspects. One, what's it like playing here at Alabama, being really kind of from Tuscaloosa? You grew up kind of in the area, went to County High, and so you came to play at Alabama. And then secondly, the last 15, 16 years, Coach Saban has basically built upon your final year. I mean, Coach came in here the next year, so he played under Coach Shula's final year. Really, what's it mean to you to say, okay, this dynasty was basically birthed out of the foundation that you built?
Oh man, I really when people talk about the Shula in the same years, I feel like sometimes people be forgetting that it was like night and day. You know, when I was in school, you know, it was a program really getting off probation. Shula took us over. We was really like getting our groove. My junior year, 2005, we was undefeated all the way up until the LSU game. We lost in double overtime. People don't understand. We beat LSU that game. We in the SEC championship that year. Yeah. Win, lose, or draw against Auburn the next week, you know, it don't even matter, you know, but still had a great year that year. We was combo champs, beat a good Texas Tech team, RIP to Mike Leach, that he ran that team there, man. Team was averaging like 49 points a game. We held them to like 6. We had a top defense that year, you know, and then just, you know, getting drafted. I was in Orlando when they hired Nick Saban, man, when they hired Saban and everything. And I'm just thankful. I'm just say this, just to throw this out there. Thank God Rich Rodriguez turned it down. So thankful he turned it down. And Mal Moore said, we got to go get the GOAT. So it worked out for ourselves. And just like this city, man, Nick Saban and Miss Terry Saban, his wife, they have been doing so much just for the youth and just the development just around here in Tuscaloosa, man. It's just night and day from when I was in high school watching Alabama, from when I went to the NFL and Saban took over in 2007, and from where it is right now, 16 leagues, like it is ridiculous, it's crazy. I just got done walking off the strip, looking at the stadium and everything. It's crazy out there.
What are some of the biggest differences that you've noticed in Tuscaloosa, basically due to Coach Saban's great dynasty?
I just think it's the emergence just all the guys that, you know what I'm saying, really come back. Saban make us feel like Saban really make it feel like we played for him. And people don't understand, like Saban came in 2007 when I got drafted, you know what I'm saying, in 2007. So I never got to play for the man. I would have loved to. I probably would have gave another year to come back, you know what I'm saying, to have another year now. But him allowing us to come back in the offseason and you know what I'm saying, and work out with the guys and go into that program and the stuff that he does now for us, you know what I'm saying, doing 8-day weekend and, you know, coming back for the games and everything and all the stuff in the city. The city is so much, it's just, I'm going to tell you like this. They have run so many more people from all over the world to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, you know what I'm saying, just because of this game of football, just because you coming out here winning a few national championships. Like I remember the Ole Miss game. I met parents from the UK. Their daughter is her sophomore year over here. So like that was like wild to me. Like it's fans everywhere, you know what I'm saying? You go see this Alabama Israel. You say Roll Tide is like it's everywhere in the world, man. So I'm just thankful. And people just don't understand. I say it all the time. I'm just thankful and blessed, man, to be part of it. Just to be part of it, man. Just to go to the university, be able to play up there in Bryant Denny, caught a few touchdowns over there. So I'm just thankful just to be part of the team and part of the squad.
Well, we were thankful for you and thankful for everything you gave to the Crimson Tide and after college football as well, playing for the Ravens, the Chargers, and the Chiefs as well. So you have a 7-year NFL career. You go to Baltimore, kind of an Alabama home away from home. You get a lot of guys going over to Baltimore. What was it like on draft day? You didn't draft in the 4th round. Did you get the call from Ozzie Newsome? Did someone else give you the call? Put us in your shoes. You said you were in Orlando. What's that afternoon like? I guess it's a long.
Oh man, it was crazy. It was crazy. So like before, so I was training in Orlando like a week before the draft, And so I flew back home. I'm in Northport on 13th Street, right around the corner from North Circle, the apartments where I grew up at. We in the house around the corner. Me, my mom, my stepfather at the time, may he rest in peace. He was with it at the time, and we had a party that night before. It was day one. You remember the draft used to be like 3 days. So day one, it was 1 through 3. So we thought we was going day one. So we got around that end of that third, and like we got the word. We was like, man, we probably ain't gonna go the first day. So I was really kind of distraught though, because I thought I was going early, but. And then my roommate at the time, President Presley, his mom, man, like his mom was wonderful. My roommate while I was in college, his mom came and just prayed. She said, just let me pray over you. She said, everything gonna be okay. She said, tomorrow is your day. Let me pray over you. Everything gonna be good. Man, we went back to my apartment, just relaxed. Got up that morning, came back to my mom's house. That morning while we eating breakfast, man, Isaac Newsom gave me that call. And really my agent called me 2 picks before. He was like, hey, the Ravens got 2 picks right here. They're going to take Antoine Barnes with the first 141. With the first pick. And then the Colts they're not going to take no fullback. That's Peyton Manning. They don't use no fullback. So, and then the Ravens going to pick you up with that next pick. It worked out just like that. Isaac Newsom called me, man. And I swear me and my mom danced all night and day, you know what I'm saying, in the kitchen, man, listening to blues all night. So we still talk about that to this day, man, that day right there, the day that changed, pretty much everybody's lives around me, man. You know what I'm saying? It really propelled me to be, in a position I'm now, coaching now and giving back to these guys. And I can't wait to see some of them, man. Like when they sign their national letter to go to college and see some of them when they get, to the NFL. So that's what people don't understand. Like that's how I feel about Brian Robinson. Like my first camp I ever threw, Brian Robinson was in the sixth grade. Sixth grade, he came out there looking like he was about in 11th grade. He was so big, my barber brought him out there, and I remember I took my cleats off and gave them to him. But to see this young man right now in the NFL dominating and being one of the top backs in the league right now, man, it's exciting to watch, man. Like I got 2 Brian Robinson jerseys. Watch that Commander jersey.
What's it mean to you to see a guy that you poured into for so long to see their dreams come to fruition? You know what that's like.
Man. It's just like, man, just seeing him. I remember it's so crazy. It's just like he came to every camp like after that. But this when I really got excited about him. I think one game in high school, I'm up there in Baltimore, and it was like, man, the kid from Hillcrest, Tuscaloosa ran for like 400 yards at the game. Like, man, who was? Then I looked down. I said, I had to call my barber. Like, that's him? He like, yes. He said, yes, that's the kid, man. So just to see him get drafted, then overcome. It's so crazy. I hated that he had to come through all that adversity that he went through when he first got in the league. But man, that's that Tuscaloosa strong, man. That's that Alabama strong, like being tough like that, to bounce back from that, and him progressing and doing his thing, man. I just be excited, man, just seeing guys, especially just from my hometown, like especially in position like I was, like they ain't no telling what they gonna do. I hope he play like 15 years in the league. They need to give him the ball a little bit more too.
Absolutely. The Commanders, yeah, they don't have much else going on for them.
I'm telling you, give Brian Robinson the ball, baby.
What's it mean? I mean, Alabama doesn't take a ton of local talent. I mean, Will Conformity right here, Northridge High School in the most recent class, but Alabama doesn't take a ton of, hey, this kid's coming to Bama if you're a local kid. What's it mean? You talk about Brian Robinson and you yourself to know that, okay, Alabama thought I was obviously worth it enough talent-wise, but have your head on straight as well, because you can get in trouble staying around home.
Man,
to see Alabama go ahead and take a scholarship offer on yourself, on Brian Robinson, on Will Conformity. What's the difference? There's got to be a different breed being a local kid going to Alabama. I be trying to, and I used to say this all the time, and I don't want to sound like arrogant or cocky or anything, but that is something amazing when you. Like going in the same city where your big university is, and they come over there to your high school where your local at. Like this kid is not getting out of Tuscaloosa. Like he got to stay home. Like the same thing happened with Brian Robinson. Same thing happened with Bo Scarborough. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, with him, like keeping them at home and like just happening with me. Like I enjoyed that. Like I went to the University of Alabama. You probably would have thought I was like I was in college, but I know, man, I could go over that bridge, man, and see my mom. My mom was working in the dorm sometimes, just to have that home feeling, what I'm saying, just coming back home, that home feeling of, what I'm saying, Alabama. I love it, man. Like, it's no better feeling, I don't think, of it, what I'm saying, being here, I was good in Little League. I was good in middle school at Lorewood. I was good at Tuscaloosa County. Then being able to go to the University of Alabama and excel at that. Like, God is so good, you know what I'm saying, my life. Then going to the NFL and doing great and, you know what I'm saying, giving back. So just seeing them guys, like, right now, like Bo right now doing his thing, like, you know what I'm saying, giving back, and him being in the league a few times. Brian Robson just excelling, going his thing. Gonna be another Pro Bowl back this year, and, you know, all the stuff he doing for the community and stuff like that. It's just amazing, man. And it's something about that local kid. Like, there's just a local kid. That's why we got a local kid down here right now that's going to Ole Miss. I hate that. I feel like he should be across the street.
Right.
He's that type. He's that, and I feel like he's more special than all us was coming out. Like the kid down at Hillcrest, T Banks. Like, he going to I know he's committed to Ole Miss, but I wish T Rob come over and holler at him or something.
And County has got one this year. Kevin Riley committed to
Dan Riley, yes. And look, like guys like that, Riley going to Miami. Like, I'm like, but you probably that's amazing. Like a kid, like for to go down to Miami and play ball for Crystal Ball down there and ball and go excel. That kid too, though. That kid, a great running back too. You know what I'm saying? Just watching him from a distance and then be able to see him up and close, you know, some personal this year with us having him the first game of the year. Like, it's been amazing. Like, people don't understand about Le'Ron McClain right now. Like I say, I'm like a little kid right now. Like, I'm enjoying life and like coaching football, man. And, you know what I'm saying, enjoying Alabama football, just, you know what I'm saying, just enjoying life, period. You know what I'm saying, just seeing these kids excel and, you know, do big things, man. I'm excited about that.
Well, tell me about how you got involved in coaching, because it's only, from my experience, Central this year, Hale County
last year. Yeah, okay. Hale County 1 year. So it's so crazy. My guy from high school, I was in Taco Castle down 69. It's so crazy. And I seen him, and his son Nate Champion. His name Nate Champion. His son was named JT. And he's like, man, JT doing good. I said, JT down there balling at Hale County. He was like, yeah. I like, man, I'm trying to get into, I was saying it because I was coaching youth football at the time for the Tuscaloosa Stampede. And my bonus son was playing at the time. And I was like, man, I'm trying to get in a little coaching, man. I just need to get my foot in the door. And my guy went right down there, talked to the principal of Hale County, man. And they brought me in on the volunteering, you know what I'm saying, aspect of it. So really, I was down there really just learning, soaking it up. My first year, soaking it up, learning, trying to, you know what I'm saying, learn everything, seeing how to run a team, seeing how to be a coach. If I was a great player, that don't mean I'm going to be a great coach. You know what I'm saying? So it's a difference. So, you know, worked out there, had a great first year down in Hale County. But I felt like, you know what I'm saying, with me, where I want to go in my life, I felt like something was like going to be bigger for me and something was going to be better. And, you know, when Coach Pippen, you know what I'm saying, shout out to Mario Pippen, man, Coach Pippen, man, our head coach, man, him giving me a phone call and him offering me, you know what I'm saying, to come over there to be part of his staff, you know what I'm saying, to learn from him, to mentor some guys over there and get behind him, you know what I'm saying, and bring that culture back up and change the culture over there with Central, man. I couldn't deny it. And it's probably been, people be trying to say, man, it's probably been a great year for me, you know, ever since we started back in January with the guys and just working all the way up. I know that the year didn't end like we wanted it to, but we turned the program around and we're going in the right direction, man. We got a great leader, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mario Pippen, man.
Well, I will back you up. Every time I've seen Central this year, much more organized, much more disciplined.
Yes, sir.
You know, with the game plan, and you guys gave those young men a chance every Friday night, and they took it. They played hard every week. So I was really impressed.
Competed every week, man. That's just part. That's just our motto. You know what I'm saying, from our head coach, faith and grind, man. Believing in what we do. And going out there and doing exactly what we believe in, you know what I'm saying, grinding for what we believe in. So we got a great leader over there, man. That's why I said I'll just be following. People be like, man, I'll be following our head coach, man. Like, that's the leader, man. Like, he a leader of man. And like, he been doing it for a few years, man. And I'm like, he finna have his own pipeline too, like Savy.
And really, people will see the results this year and just how Central has played this year. The numbers will grow. The young men will want to participate more, and it's just going to be rolling from there. It's going to be exciting to follow.
Yes, sir.
You guys over there. It's going to be great.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But it wasn't always, and this is just amateur perspective, correct me if wherever I go
Yeah.
wrong, but it wasn't always sunshine and roses for Le'Ron McClain after the NFL started,
Facts.
the NFL kind of concluded to
Yes, sir.
football. What's, golly, how challenging is that going from I'm a professional athlete, I'm on top of the world, to I got to figure out what's next?
Yeah, and that's the part they don't have you prepared for, and really I'll be trying to get out ahead of a few guys that probably be on their fast last year or two. I got to get prepared for that because everything will change. The people around you would change. The way that people deal with you would change, man. And you really got to find a common ground, pretty much with yourself. Like I really had to, find something. I had to go viral, just to even like to get somebody to like, to hear me, to get somebody to hear me. That'd be the main thing. You want to get somebody here because most people be thinking like, oh, you're broke and you ain't got no money. Now you're desperate. No, I'm trying to find some purpose, and I'm trying to find some purpose in my life. Like I've been playing this game since I was 6 years old. And then all of a sudden, you get to the league and they give you all this money and you're doing your thing. And all of a sudden, all right, you're not in the league no more. And I ain't got no more football. Like, what I'm gonna do now? Like, what's the transition? So the thing about me is, I feel like I want to tell guys, from my experience, get in, man. Just believe in yourself and understand why you in the league. That is always gonna be, an end of the day. Always gonna be an end of the day. But also start preparing yourself for the end of the day. So when it's over with, you can find some more purpose out in life that'll give you that same purpose, that same enjoyment that you feel like you're still in the game. Because that's most guys be missing. They be missing like you feel like you're still in the game and feel like you're still important. You are still important, man. You got family, you got kids, you got people that you went to school with that still love you. You got everything. Like, and my coaching staff, like they really just don't understand. Like, this been the most peaceful my life been since I've been out the NFL. This last year alone, like January up until now, like it's been peaceful. Like just being around like-minded individuals and really not trying to be nothing more than what I am right now. Le'Ron McClain, the tight ends coach from Central High School. I'm not trying to be the two-time Pro Bowler no more, the two-time All-Pro, the guy that went to Alabama. No, I'm Central tight ends coach, Coach Mack. That's what they call me, Coach Mack. And I just try to go that way. But like I try to tell people, man, that's easier said than done. I can say it easy right now because it always wasn't that easy for me. I had some dark nights in here and dark times where, I can't talk to nobody but the man above. He saw me right through everything. So I'm just thankful for that, man. Thankful for guys like BJ Stabler, our A-Club president. When I was going through my little stuff, he like, man, come, let's get back in school. Let's go and finish this. Let's get this degree, man. Let's get this degree. Finish something that you said you want to do. That gonna give you some light. Like that started like in 2020. So just him giving me that, setting that up with my advisor and getting me back in school and me walking for the first time in 2020. Because I didn't get to walk in high school because I didn't pass the graduation exam. So I had to take it that summer. And when I passed it that summer, I just went right to the UA. I ain't even had to so I never got to walk. So this was my first time getting to walk in 2020. Like, I be trying to tell people, like, man, life been cool. Last 3 years been kind of, cool. It feel like my first 3 years in the league again, but not that like in drafted, but just that feel, just like I'm at peace with a lot of stuff, man. And like I'm thankful. I love going to love. It's so crazy now the season over with. I be having so much time on my hands. Like, man, what do I do? The guy. So I do new workout routines, man. Got my bike riding going on. So I just try to stay active, boss. Keep my mind going, man, and keep it free.
Well, what was that graduation experience like? I saw some of those photos on your Instagram.
Oh yeah, yes sir.
Walking in 2020, I remember walking in 18 for me was a huge day. What was it like for you?
Oh, it was amazing, man. That day, it was amazing, man. Man, shout out to Legend Renee Beard. She was my partner at the time. She was there with me, taking pictures for me. She was with me the whole way through. When I was keeping up all night trying to finish that Math 112, man, that was the hardest class. Yeah. But going through that, man, but going across that threshold, getting that picture, getting my degree, looking at it right now, just getting that, being the first one in my family to get a college degree, giving that to my mom, and like, man, your son did that. Like, something you can be proud about. Like, You know what I'm saying? You raise the king, you know what I'm saying? And being successful out here, I am now. Like, I always tell my mom, like, she be so hard on herself. She like, I remember she be like, man, what, mom, you was amazing. You know what I'm saying? All the circumstances you had on your plate, man, you did your thing, man, for us to be out here doing what we doing now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just so like thankful, man, just so excited, so thankful for life. Cause like, there was a point in time back then when I was going viral with my head, like I really didn't know, like, you know, I couldn't see this far in the future. I couldn't see, like, you know what I'm saying, what was going on. I really thought I didn't know what was going on. I really was trying to get my ducks in a row because I thought something was about to happen to me. You know what I'm saying? Or I was going to do something to myself, you know? So I just thank God that I got the right people around me, talk to the right people, man, got the right people in my life, man. And, you know, everything just progressing now. That's all I'm trying to do. Just progressing, not going in my rear view. That's it.
As you've gone forward through a lot of the things that you're working through, that you have worked through,
Yes,
there's a lot of people, the easy question is, oh, well, would you have traded football to not deal with maybe some of the mental challenges that you just kind of overcame?
I will, man. I'll tell you, man, I remember when I first put that helmet on in Fort Wayne, Indiana, for the Metropolitan, you know what I'm saying, league, for the Redskins. Like, I said then, man, I wanted to play football. Seeing the Buffalo Bills, Frank Wright, come back against the Houston Oilers in my living room in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And then being able to shake that man's hand when he was the quarterback coach for the Charlie. Like, I was like a little kid in the league. Like, people didn't understand that. Like, I was always like excited to meet guys, like, because I watched them like growing up, like guys like that. So like it was just amazing, just being able to, you know what I'm saying, get over that threshold and playing this game that, you know what I'm saying, a kid's game, man, playing a kid's game. Like, since I was playing the game since I was 6, though I said, like, I knew it then. I was like, I want to go to the NFL. I want to go, you know what I'm saying, play ball. So I wouldn't trade anything. Like, I wouldn't trade like anything, especially anything in Little League, especially when I moved down to Alabama and I started playing for the Skylar Falcons. Like, we had the best 12-year-old group or whatever. Then I went to Lowerwood, then I finally got into organized football in the 8th grade with Danny Long, Coach Danny Long at Lowerwood. You know, me and my guys like Terrence Jones and all them over there playing ball with them. Then getting up to County High, you know, balling with Coach Higginbotham, you know, with Titus Ryan and Shaquille Page, them type guys, Terrence Jones, Kevin Owens, all them guys I went to high school with. And then just going to the University of Alabama, you know, all that tradition. Because the first, like, when I moved to, people don't understand, when I first moved to Alabama from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the guy my mom was talking to at the time, like, he was just really trying to figure out, like, how to connect with me or whatever. But he put on the 1992, he said, watch this game right here, man. He said, Alabama beat Miami in that championship. I said, and it was like third quarter of the game. And that's when he said, you know this team right down the street, don't it? I said, hold up. I said, the team, like, he said, I'm gonna take you down there tomorrow. And that's when I finally went, like, on the UA campus and everything. I was like, man, this is wild. But I knew it then, though. I swear I felt it in my soul then. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the university. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably go to UA. You know, go to UA. And, like, I didn't know what my career gonna be at the UA because it was, like I said, like, I couldn't even graduate with my class because I had to pass the graduation exam. So people didn't even know in 2003 was I gonna be at Alabama. You know, and I passed that exam at Hope, and I went to the house, packed my bags up. My mama dropped me off at Rose Towers, man.
So no other college had a chance to get you on their team.
Oh man, I took a few visits. It's so crazy. I took a few visits: Ohio State, Tennessee. One of my best visits, not gonna lie, and it came down to these two teams. It was Mississippi State and Alabama. I remember Jackie. It was Jackie Sherrill, man. You rest in power, man. Jackie Sherrill and the entire Mississippi State coaching staff came to. I was living in Alberta City then, up there around the corner from Leland Lane's bowling alley. Yep. I remember that. I remember I had to run to that Save a Lot and get some old napkins because, you know, for the dinner for my mama was working. So mama made a big dinner for him, man. We ate and talked and everything. But I almost committed to Mississippi State that night. Like, it was so crazy. Like, right before I about to commit, my mom brought me in the back. She said, LeRon, don't do it yet. She said, we got to hear everything. We got to hear everybody through. Because I about to commit right in that man's face. She brought me to the back and said, LeRon, y'all tell you, she probably saved everything. My mama saved that commitment for sure.
So what? 2 answers ago, you mentioned being a different person than the Pro Bowl Le'Ron McClain. That you're tight ends coach at Central Falcons. How are those two men different? How is a player Le'Ron McClain different than Central High School tight ends coach? The person you are.
Man, that guy that I know, that guy that got drafted in 2007, played fullback, was probably about like 200, like 55, 60 pounds, mean, aggressive, assertive, got to get his point across, got to do that now. Now, where I have learned, to be more calm and collective and really just really like, hear everything out, and see it, like see everything from everybody's perspective. And really something that our coach, coach put on me, Coach Pittman, that I learned from him. Just stay even keel. Stay even keel. No matter, don't be too high, don't be too low. Just stay even keel, man. No matter what's going on, in life, because you're gonna have your highs, you're gonna have your lows. Just stay even keel at everything. That's even helped me. That's helped me, like, because I'm like on Fridays, I'm in the press box. I'm not on the sideline. I'm in the press box. So I'm really the overseer for, everybody. So I take pride in it. Like, for coach to put me in that position, like, he just don't understand. Like, man, I'm gonna do my job like to the most of my ability. That's pretty much the like position I'm in. I'm really trying to show guys, like, bro, I'm not no arrogant type guy that been to the league, 7-year vet, 2-time pro. No, I'm Le'Ron McClain, man, from Newport, Alabama, Noah Circle, 13F, from the project, man, got an opportunity. It's got an opportunity out here, man, to go to the University of Alabama and do my thing. Now I got an opportunity to get back to my community coaching. Man, I'm even keel, man. I'm just thankful just to be in position, these guys looking up to me like, man, coach, you really did? Like, what? Wait, I tell them all the time, wait until what you gonna do. Like, don't worry about what I did with me. I always tell them that. Like, when I talk to the team, but coach, we had character development on. This one thing that helped us out this year. We had character development every Thursday.
Okay.
And we bring a speaker in, and I got to talk week 2 about humility. And really, I really got to share my story about kids, about making great decisions, about some of the bad decisions I made when I got released from the league. Instead of taking that motivation as in fuel to fuel me to get on another team, I took that motivation and fuel to cheer. You know what I'm saying? Then when I had my opportunity come up in New Orleans, people don't know about, had another opportunity, my next opportunity come up in New Orleans when I got released from San Diego, I wasn't prepared. I wasn't prepared for the workout. I came down out of shape. And they say, all right, Le'Ron, we're going to send you home for 2 weeks. We're going to send you over 2 weeks, sir. And we'll bring you back and see. Man, they signed another fullback while I was on a plane. It's a cutthroat business. But that, I'm trying to tell these kids, like, understanding that, damn, man, hey, I think we neglect the fact that there's only so many days we get to be legendary. You know what I'm saying? Like, we neglect that fact that there's only so many days. So, like, the position I'm in now, I take pride in it. I'm taking advantage of it, like, every day. Like, I got, man, I can't wait. I already told Coach, man, I can't wait to see you in January, Coach. We started back like we was last January. Like, it's like flew by. It flew by. When you're having fun, time flies. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a saying. So I said I would never neglect the fact that there's only so many days I get to be legendary as a coach now. Like, the player day is over with. I can't do nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? I can't do nothing about my playing days or Pro Bowls and nothing like that. I can't do nothing. Only thing I can do nothing about is my future coaching. So I'm taking pride in it. You know what I'm saying? Never neglect the fact. Probably wasn't no, high school champion and, high school, might be a high school champion coach. Probably wasn't no national champion in, college. Might be a national champion coach. Never won a Super Bowl in the league. Was close to an AFC championship a few times. Might be a Super Bowl coach. You never know. Never know. You know what I'm saying? I always feel like whatever not gonna happen, the Most High got something better for me. So that's the position I'm in now, boss man. Pretty much, yes, sir.
Is David McNeil? Was he a junior or senior?
Senior. Okay. Oh my God! I wish he was a junior, sir.
Yeah.
If McNeil was, I'm gonna tell you, if McNeil was but hey, we got a young cat right behind him that's gonna be pretty. Gonna be pretty nice. And he been playing varsity, and the cat that's behind him been playing varsity baseball for Central since he was in the 7th grade. So he about to be a 10th grader next year.
Okay.
So
great.
So he already got some varsity feel in the competition feel. But McNeil And this is my first time. Yeah, McNeil is there. Nice, man. I'm trying to get him. Like, I'm trying to, like, Lance Taylor, he up at Western Michigan. I'm trying to get some highlights up there to him. I'm trying to get down to Grambling, down there Hugh Jackson for him. Like, the kid need to be somewhere playing some ball somewhere because he could do it. He could do it.
How has your experience on the college level and the pro level really helped the kids, connecting with from high school to any of those colleges?
Oh man, I tell people about, and I tell these kids about, man, building great relationships with your teammates, building great relationships just with people in general that you could probably reach out to and be like, hey man, it's LeRon. Like, LeRon, what's up, man? Like, I remember that. And you could just, hey man, I got a kid up here that you need to like check out, man. Ain't nobody like check out this film for him. And like I did that. I started doing that like about 2 years ago, because it was a kid down in Gordo. And I saw the kid before him. He went he got full scholarship to Grambling. Went, I think, at Joshua. I can't think of his name though, but I think he's down there right now. So I tried to get the other cat Sunday thing onto him and everything, and he doing good. He in JUCO. I think he got 1 more year in JUCO, and I think he's gonna go to Grambling. Good. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, that comes through. Just be able to use my resources that I have and just give them all to these guys. You know what I'm saying? Or give them all to coach. You know what I'm saying? And like everything, I'm like only person I don't be scared of. I know. I just feel like it'll be yes, no, and no just mean next opportunity. So I just be like, you tell me no, I'm gonna go to the next person. Just ask them to see, because we don't need one person to, you know what I'm saying, believe in. You just one school. You know what I'm saying? One school to believe in. Just how everything is going now. Like I try to tell the kid, it's different from when I was coming out. It's different from when we was getting recruited and I was coming out of school. Like, we really had to make, like, I had a VHS test. I had to tell a dude to come down here and meet me at the best restaurant to give him my tape so I could be ranked nationally for Rivals.com. Like, now, y'all just got to have an Instagram and pop out and tag a few people and everything. As I said, so take advantage of that. Like, make sure it's all the way good so these people can really see you. You know what I'm saying? Make sure it's all the way good. We don't need none of the gang stuff. We don't need none of the middle fingers. We don't need none of that. Make sure everything is clean. Be a clean, collective kid. They like that. They like they don't like all that other stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell y'all, like, they don't like all that other stuff. Stop doing that. Tell our kids that all the time, Still got a few little knuckleheads, but it ain't. I'd rather, you know what I'm saying, like we said, we'd rather fine tune on 1 or 2 knuckleheads, and it's not like 69 of them. We'll get them 1 or 2 for they gonna have to do everything them other 67 doing, or they can't be part of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the main thing. Our coach don't play. He don't play about that, man. You gotta it's the standard, like he said though. They probably, I swear, some days they probably thinking they be having the best days of their life, like practicing, and coach are coming there with something else. Hey, yeah, it was good, but it wasn't here. And I love it. I love it. That would make that man always go raise the bar on us. Like, no matter what, like, even if and like the best thing, this is why I knew we was in good hands of a great coach. After we lost against County High, that close game, it was 24-21. Hate that it happened like that. We left so many players on the field.
Yes.
But he came in there, he was like, the first thing he said in that team meeting that Sunday, he said, man, rat poison. He said, bro, I hope y'all ain't listening to none of these folks saying, because we haven't won nothing. We are 0-1. We still ain't won nothing yet. Like, I don't want to hear no, oh man, y'all did good. That more of it. No, get off me. That's what he was like. Rat poison. He was like, rat poison. We don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. He was like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go beat Woodlawn. We had a short week. We had a short week, and we had a Thursday night game. So I was like, yes, sir. We finna get this man his first victory. Like he's straight to the point. That's why I said I love him. Like just being in the position that I'm in now. Like, we got a good coaching staff, man. We got Christian Jones over there with us too.
Yeah. Head track coach. Well.
Yeah, head track coach. They over there doing. They practicing right now, getting ready for a meet coming up. So, man, it's like just seeing guys, and then seeing guys like him, Christian Jones, overcoming all the stuff that he went through. You know what I'm saying? And him going to the league, and Herndon then going to CFL, and they doing what they did to my guy, and he had to come back down here trying to figure out. You know what I'm saying? His lane, and figured it out. Now, come on, man, receiver coach for Central, special team coach, head track coach. Like, you know what I'm saying? From coming right here to this university right here, man, from Birmingham. Like, I'll just be excited just to be with the guys, man. You just don't understand, boss.
Le'Ron, it's been a huge pleasure having you on the show today, and I really appreciate you being so open with your past and just kind of what you're up
Yes,
to
sir.
now. We've been talking for about 40 minutes, so let's wrap this up with what would you, if you got a chance to go be in over in the Mount Moore Center, coaching the guys, give a couple. You said you did motivational speaking, character development week number 2 for the Central Falcons. What would be maybe your message to the Crimson Tide as they wrap up their last 3 weeks of the year?
Man, just man, always don't listen to the critic. Don't listen to the critics, but also remember the critics, what they said about what our dynasty, what child dynasty was, because it's really not about what the outside people say. It's about what they say about child, because that's the perception that they have on that team. You know what I'm saying? At the week 2, it was just like, oh, we this and we that. You know what I'm saying? It's over with for that. And them guys, to overcome all of that, hearing all that mess, doing, you know what I'm saying, the media and all this, having to have rat poison and ear must of that, and to overcome all that, and to be down against Tennessee, that big and a half, and everybody's still like, hey, writing you off, hey, it might be over for Bama, and coming back and dominating, and then taking a week off and doing what we did against LSU. I think people need to just watch out, man, and let Saban work. You know what I'm saying? Guys, the only thing I can tell y'all, man, just keep doing what y'all doing. Block out all the noise, man, and keep doing, like you said, man, them guys like hard. It's like they're responding to they're responding to coaching. They're responding to everything. It's not no, no, I can do it this way. No, I want to do it the right way. No, let's do it the right way. It's like you can tell, like, from the defense, they are doing everything just the right way, just playing sound defense. It ain't nothing about crazy. It's just everybody being in your gap, being in that gap, being in this lane, being in this deep third, being in this deep third. Hey, just keep doing y'all, man. I have nothing. You know what I said? People want to say, what can you get to them? Hey, even kill, man. Even kill. Go kick Kentucky teeth in. Come back here. UT Chattanooga, kick their teeth in. Let's go down to Auburn, kick their teeth in, and get ready for. We know we got to get ready for. And for us, and look, and like you said, do you see us getting over the hump to get to that thing? It's gonna take these 4 weeks. A month. It's so crazy. Bama got to go through. I hate that we had to go through so much to like get to our everything. We got to go through these teams. Like, we got to go on the road, play Kentucky, like in a 12 o'clock noon game. That's like kind of a setup. Yeah. Kind of. But I know Saban I know this week of practice is like, it's dawned in on that. Like, don't let this be a setup coming off the high that you had of last week. Because we did that against Texas A&M. Well, that we beat LSU. Remember, we beat LSU on the road?
Yeah,
we come back and play
A&M on the road and came back and played Arkansas at 11 a.m. and played kind of not so hot.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy. It was crazy. But you remember the year that we TJ Yeldon scored the game winner at LSU?
Oh yes.
And I think that next week we had Johnny Manziel. That when Johnny football came about.
Yes.
And we still was. It was like that type of game. So I was just like, hey, we already been through this. Saban mentally wise, then been through this. I'm like, we gonna be okay. Like, I think we done went through every some type of situation when it was a championship season. Like, you know what I'm saying? I understand how something we got to overcome, man. So I just be sitting back like watching, and people be like, man, your school. I like, man, I always go. Everybody talk about like Shula years. Like, man, have y'all wasn't even fans then? One of the kids, it's so crazy when I told one of the kids, this I know. I said, I'm getting up there in age a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We can edit on this. Christian Bishop, he's number 1 for our team, receiver. I said, man, I got drafted in 2007. Guess what this kid said?
Probably born in 2003.
He said, 2007. He said, no. He said, Coach, 10-17. No, he was born in 2007.
Oh.
Yes, he was born. He said, oh, Coach, that was the year I was born. I said, oh, my God. I said, for real? I said, yeah, I got to show you some highlight. He going to be one of our top receivers coming back next year. I said, man, that's so crazy. Like, just look, like just seeing that, though, like, from here. But I can see back in 2007 when I got drafted, that's the year I head coach. And Central won the state championship. the 4A state championship at Central. They beat Deshler. So I remember in my locker, like watching Coach now, watching him and our offensive coordinator, Corey Walden. I'm watching them my rookie season at Alabama. My rookie season at the Ravens. I'm watching them in my locker room for the state championship. Like, I just said, man, this is all about divine timing, man, and full circle stuff. Like, I tell them that all the time. They're like, for real, LeRon? I'm like, man, I'm dead serious. Like, I was big time Central fans, bro, when y'all won state, man. After they split the schools up, bro, y'all went and won state. Because they played kind of high in the jamboree that year.
Right.
Yeah, my brother was on that team. My little brother was on that team. And he said it, my little brother, like, man, Central might win state this year, bro. How they looking over there? It's just like they got 6-8 bodies on the 4A squad.
Hey, it worked out for them now.
Yes, sir.
And Central, y'all be right back there. Very, very
man, yes, sir, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the opportunity coming on, man. I love your show. You know, I'm always chatting in, bro. Give me my roll tide when I can, bro. I love your show, man. I love your show, man.
Find you where they can connect with you and support you and the Central Falcons.
Oh man, you can support me at Le'Ron_McClain 33 on IG, man. Got the blue tag, or just Le'Ron McClain on Facebook. I got two pages, but if you see anything Central, that's my main page where I'm at right now. Man, I again, guys, man, just stay. Even if just regular listeners out there, man, if you're going through anything in life right now, and you feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's the end of all. Just know, man, God is up to something. Trust me, talk to him, have faith, and go grind for what you just prayed for, and everything gonna be okay, baby. I appreciate the opportunity, Joe, man. Real talk, man. I love your show, man. Gotta have me back on, baby. Gotta have me back on.
Please, would love to. Thank you so much for your time.
Yes, sir, baby.
Yes, sir. Roll Tide, that's Le'Ron McClain joining us, and what an honor. What an honor for me to bring on a former NFL player, two-time Pro Bowler, veteran here with the Capstone, now coaching the Central Falcons, spent some time coaching the Hale County Wildcats as well, right here in the Tuscaloosa area. What more can you ask for? Le'Ron kind of opened up on some of his struggles after playing, and if you aren't familiar with that, he dealt with some mental health struggles after playing, fell into a little bit of depression. Now seems like he's got everything rocking and rolling, called this the best year of his life after playing football, and we hope that just doubles down and continues. If you didn't see the Central Falcons this year, they did look, I wasn't just blowing a lot of smoke, they did look much better coached under Coach Pippen. They looked like they had a game plan, like they had belief, and they were a fun football team to watch this past year right over there on 15th Street right here in Tuscaloosa. So that's going to get me out of here for the day. A lot of big thanks to Le'Ron McClain. Follow him at Le'Ron_McClain 33 on Instagram. Just like he said, shoot him a message and let him know how thankful you are for his time right here. You can subscribe to the program on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and on Amazon. You can watch us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. We'll get out of here, and we'll be back for another edition of the Joe Gaither Show right here on BamaCentral and BamaCentral.com.